How's it going, everyone? Want to give you guys a big update on the PlayStation Store's holiday sale that a lot of you guys might not be aware of. You might be seeing the PlayStation Store's promotion on the deals ending on January the 17th, but actually, some of the best deals across this sale are ending tonight, 3 a.m. Eastern, midnight Pacific. Today will be your final day to check out a large portion of the deals and some of the best deals in this entire sale. So I want to make you guys aware of that. On top of that, highlight 20 of the best deals under the price of $10. These are, again, some of the best deals across the entire sale. It's still a drop in the bucket as far as everything available in the sale. But all of these deals are ending tonight that I'm going to be going over in this video. So keep that in mind, and I would try to check these out as soon as possible if you have any interest. Obviously, they'll go on sale again. I don't need you guys in the comments being like, these are the same games that go on sale every time. Well, guess what? Not everybody buys the games every time they go on sale, and we have been doing a pretty good job, I feel, of covering games we don't typically talk about, the lower key titles. So it is what it is. What do you want me to do? Pull out a bunch of games from the ether? So, with that being said, let's get right into it. Mass Effect Legendary Edition is 92% off for $4.79. I think that this is quite possibly the best deal in the entire sale, but I feel like I've said that like 8 times because there's a lot of deals like this that I feel like isolated. This deal is just insane. Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3 for less than $5. Like, this is one of the best gaming trilogies in history. This is pre-BioWare being absolutely washed and a better time in gaming altogether. Not to go on that diatribe right now, but man, the Mass Effect trilogy was fantastic. And yeah, Mass Effect 1 shows its age, man. It came out this year, will be 18 years since Mass Effect 1 came out, which is just insane to think about. But Mass Effect 2 this year will be 15 years old, and Mass Effect 3, I believe, will be 13 years old. How about that? Getting a Mass Effect game every 2 years. Now, we were living the life, you guys. We took those. You don't realize the good old days when you're living in the good old days. Let's just put it that way. $4.79 for a great trilogy. All the DLC content just tremendous, and Mass Effect 2 still one of the greatest video games ever created. Great stuff there. Mega Man Zero ZX Legacy Collection is $9.89. I love me some Mega Man, and this is a collection of some DS and Game Boy Advance games. So obviously they show their age, and with the DS games that get ported, it's always a little bit janky because you have the dual screen setup, but I really enjoyed Mega Man Zero. I played those back on the GBA when they came out. They were fairly short games, but incredibly challenging as well. And then ZX and ZX Advent were criminally underrated. It took Mega Man into more of a Metroidvania approach, and it worked really well. But unfortunately, never got a third game, but really enjoyed my time with those titles. Great pickup there. Firewatch for $2.99 is awesome. One of the better games from a visual standpoint and an aesthetic standpoint. Love the art style of this game. I just thought it looked absolutely wonderful. It is a fairly short game, 5 to 6 hours, but you know what? In a world of gaming these days where we're getting a lot of 50, 60-hour RPGs, I mean, I just recommended the Mass Effect trilogy, and that's $4.79, and you're literally getting like well over 60 hours of content with those games. And, you know, replayability and all that. I feel like when you get to this low of a price threshold, less so are you thinking about, oh, how many hours of gameplay am I gonna get? Like, you're gonna pick up Mass Effect, that's gonna give you an insane amount of gameplay, 100 hours, and then, you know what? Firewatch acts as a nice little contrast to that, offering you a concise 5 to 6 hour experience that is worthwhile to go through, although the ending leaves a little bit to be desired. How about something that Firewatch and Mass Effect got in common? Yeah, $2.99 on Firewatch, great deal there. BioShock the Collection, $9.99 on that. I mean, BioShock is awesome. You get BioShock 1, 2, and Infinite here. Most people think of BioShock 1 as the best. I am, like, you know, a wacky one. I liked Infinite the best. I thought BioShock Infinite was absolutely awesome from a setting shift standpoint. And I really like BioShock 2 as well. Not as good as 1 or Infinite, but still a pretty damn good game. Yeah, just incredibly atmospheric, well done FPSs, first-person titles. They're not really, like, they're shooters, but they've got so much more to them than your typical shooter campaign, so to speak. Like, the worlds and the atmospheres to these games are just so well done. I think for $9.99, this collection is outstanding, and I gotta give all the BioShock games another playthrough here in the near future. Stardew Valley, if you're a Plus subscriber, it's $8.99, but non-Plus subscribers will get it for $10.49, so a little bit above that $10 price threshold, but $8.99 for Plus subscribers, and guess what? You can afford the extra 50 cents to get Stardew Valley. This is a tremendous game in terms of how much it's been updated and kept fresh by Concerned Ape, and the game is quite tremendous in terms of that, like as far as a content rollout standpoint and free content rollouts as well. Fairly outstanding in that regard, but $8.99 for Plus subscribers, $10.49, obviously a no-brainer. Not really like my genre of games that I get super into, but Stardew Valley is a standout that everybody should at least give a chance to. Final Fantasy X and X-2 HD Remaster is $9.99. I absolutely love Final Fantasy X. It was one of the like most iconic PlayStation 2 games of all time. I wouldn't rank it among the top 3 to 5 PS2 games of all time. I would probably rank it among the top 10. And personally, I probably even liked Final Fantasy 12 a little bit better than 10, but that's probably a little bit of a hot take. FF10 was great. Loved the sphere grid. I just thought that was a really cool aspect to the game. The battle theme is still one of the goated battle themes in Final Fantasy history. Auron is an awesome character. I mean, it's just a great game. It is a great game, and yeah, it shows its age. It's an early days PS2 game, stiff animations, and voice acting can be a little janky, but for $9.99 to get both FF10 and X-2, and I've been vocal about the fact that I don't think X-2 is this abomination a lot of people make it out to be, but yeah, $9.99 on that is quite great. OKAMI HD, 75% off for $4.99. I mean, everybody should play OKAMI. Now that we know that an OKAMI sequel is being done, I mean, everybody needs to circle back and play OKAMI. I did not think I would make it to a day where OKAMI 2 would get greenlit, but in fact, it did, and I cannot be more excited for it. You know, that, in my opinion, was the best reveal from the Game Awards, and yes, it's probably 4 or 5 years away, but that's when a teaser trailer is done right, or just the tease is done right, where it's a game nobody expected it to ever come to fruition, and just the announcement of it being in development was incredible. And OKAMI is an outstanding game. We talked about Final Fantasy X not being among the top 5 PS2 games for me. Usually you talk to everybody and OKAMI is in the mix for top 5, usually top 3, even number 1 for a lot of people. I often say OKAMI, MGS3, Shadow of the Colossus, those are the 3 that I would say are the top 3, and for me, those are interchangeable. They're at just such a high level, but yeah, $4.99 for OKAMI HD, tremendous deal, definitely. Go check that out. And even being 20 years old at this point, it's one of those games that just had such a phenomenal art direction that it still looks great. And I would say for $5, just a no-brainer there. Yakuza Like a Dragon, 50% off for $9.99. Y'all know I gotta give RGG some love in every video. It's either gotta be RGG or Lara Croft and Tomb Raider. Like, pick your poison as far as that's concerned. But Yakuza Like a Dragon is tremendous. A phenomenal story. Ichiban is such a great character. And I would even say that Ichiban, to me, is a more likable and engaging character than Kiryu, for a wide variety of reasons. We've only seen Ichiban in 2 games so far, but I just love him as a character. They get a right balance of comedy with him and then actual being serious, and just his narrative arc is so well executed. A phenomenal game for $9.99, and I think this is a fine entry point into Yakuza. Yeah, would it be beneficial for you to play Yakuza 0 and, you know, the Kiryu titles? Absolutely, but Like a Dragon employs a new main character, a new battle system, and yeah, you can jump right into it and have a good time with it, I feel, but $9.99 for that, excellent deal for sure. Code Vein, $8.99. Most people will call this anime Souls-like, and yeah, that's a pretty apt comparison. I think aesthetically the game looks great. I think the character designs look solid. Story isn't blow away or anything like that, but from a gameplay standpoint, I think fundamentally it's a well-designed game, and for $8.99, not a bad pickup there. Sakura Wars, 85% off for $8.99. Look, I had some fun with Sakura Wars. It is certainly not for everyone. It is for the people that are more entrenched within the JRPG world and play a lot of JRPGs. Could you imagine, like, if you played Sakura Wars, could you imagine somebody that never played JRPGs and Sakura Wars is their first avenue? Bro, it'd be over for them. They'd never play a JRPG in their life again. Very much focused on the dating aspect to the game. But yeah, I think it's a charming game. Is it a little cringe? Yeah, but the charm, there's honestly a little bit of charm with the level of cringe that's in Sakura Wars. And I think for $8.99, it's a solid pickup. Definitely would give that a look. Bayonetta and Vanquish 10th Anniversary Bundle, $9.99. Bayonetta and Vanquish, 2 absolutely awesome action games, and this is Platinum Games at their absolute best. I think a lot of people, you know, I don't even have to say people view Platinum Games in a certain way. It seems like there's a lot of trouble in Platinum Games these days, and it would be nice to see them get back to their absolute pinnacle, because what they did with Bayonetta and Vanquish was tremendous. I remember playing Vanquish back in the day, and I can't remember if I dropped $60 on it. I remember playing it like right around the time it came out, and it was like a 5-hour game, and people got absolutely fleeced that spent $60 on it. But you know what? Vanquish was such a great game that you could not justify it being worth $60. You just can't. But it's like an Order 1886 situation, but totally different from a gameplay standpoint. But man, if you want to talk about Platinum Games having over-the-top action gameplay, turn that up to 11 when it comes to Vanquish, because it is just absolute insanity, but it's so well done. $9.99, great pickup there. Another RGG game, Fist of the North Star, Lost Paradise, the forgotten RGG game to a lot of people. It's really good, and I don't really care for Fist of the North Star, a little bit before my time, but from a gameplay standpoint, like, this was fairly well done, and I think for $5, if you're a fan of Fist of the North Star, oh, you're gonna enjoy this a lot more than even I did, and I thought it was a pretty worthwhile game. For $5, not a bad pickup there. Another IP that, you know, I don't have a lot of care for, but the game is awesome, South Park: The Stick of Truth. Now, it's not like I have anything against South Park. I've seen episodes of it where friends just have it on, and usually it gets a lot of laughs out of me, but I played Stick of Truth without literally ever being exposed to South Park. I don't even know why I bought this game literally at launch. What possessed me to be like, yeah, I'll go check out a South Park RPG? I don't know, but guess what? I'm so happy I did, because this game was absolutely awesome. The visual style is great, obviously. It's akin to South Park, but the fact that it marries the comedic style of South Park with a fundamentally well-made RPG is honestly like hilarious in its own right. And if you like South Park, you're gonna love this game. $7.49 is a great price. Definitely recommend that. Next, want to give a shout to both SteamWorld Dig and SteamWorld Dig 2, 99 cents and $1.99 respectively. And then if you're a Plus subscriber, slash those prices in half, because SteamWorld Dig will be 49 cents and SteamWorld Dig 2 will be 99 cents. That is absolutely insane for SteamWorld Dig 2. I really should have done its own video highlighting how insane of a deal this is. Plus subscribers, 99 cents, a bargain. A great Metroidvania, great art style, gameplay is good. SteamWorld Dig 2, without a doubt, the stronger game, but excellent stuff there, especially at that price point. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, $3.99 on that. You guys know how I feel about the Star Wars Jedi games. I think these games are awesome. Can't wait for game number 3. I was actually talking to a friend of mine yesterday, and we were reminiscing. Reminiscing sounds so strong of a word for a game that came out, what, 5-6 years ago, and then Jedi Survivor came out 2 years ago, but you get the idea. We were talking about Jedi Fallen Order, Jedi Survivor, and talking about the potential third game, and it just dawned on me. The way they gotta end the third game, I haven't figured out. Not gonna talk about it for the sake of spoilers, but man, I think the third game is gonna be absolutely emotional, especially with how much people have resonated with Cal. Like, Cal's a great character. The main character, Cal Kestis, I think he's great, and, you know, BD1's awesome. The whole cast is really strong, I feel, but $3.99 for Jedi Fallen Order runs great on the PS5 as well. Really looking forward to Game 3, and I'm actually hoping, you know, the turnaround time between Fallen Order into Survivor wasn't that long. Maybe they'll give the third game a little bit more time in the oven, given that Survivor did have a lot of technical issues, but, yeah, maybe we'll get that in like 2026, 2027. It might not be that long of a wait, but we'll see how that turns out. Severed Steel, $2.49 on that. A very stylish action game here for $2.49. Felt like this was worth a mention, and a great price point on that. Dying Light, the following Enhanced Edition, 70% off for $8.99. It's Dying Light. The Definitive Edition is on sale, but it's $19.99, which is way too expensive given that it's been $9.99 in the past. The following Enhanced Edition gets you all the core content, and I do think it's worthwhile to check it out at this price point. TimeSplitters, Future Perfect, and TimeSplitters 2, $2.49 PS2 on PS4 games here. You know, they're classics. A lot of people picked up Homefront: The Revolution just to play TimeSplitters 2. Well, now you can just get TimeSplitters 2 outright for $2.49, which I do think is a great deal. And then lastly, we got Alien Isolation: The Collection. Reportedly, a sequel is in development of this game, which is great to hear about, given that this game came out a decade ago, but it was really well received when it came out. Incredible atmosphere, incredible world, and as far as a horror game goes, has a great job of setting that tension. I think they did a really good job in that regard, and the collection includes the DLC content as well, so check that out for sure. But that is gonna do it for me. Again, mainly wanted to give you guys a heads up that the first wave deals are coming to an end. Now, I shouldn't say all of the deals that were available from the start of the sale are rotating out, but a significant portion of them are. They have some deals that kicked off in the beginning that'll last until the end of the sale, but a lot of the deals are ending tomorrow, so be mindful of that. Links to all of these deals, as always, in the description box below. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comments section down below, and have a look at the entirety of the sale if you've been eyeing up any games to pick up. These are just the ones under $10, but there's other deals that are obviously more on the expensive side that are rotating out as well. It's not like Romancing Saga 2, for example, I believe is rotating out tonight, tomorrow, however you want to view it. But that'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. Sound off there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.